Hello everyone. I've come to the allotment to do an update. It's Wednesday the 8th of May. It's absolutely pouring with rain, so I just thought I'd record a quick message in the car before I go out and do a little tour of the plot. Just want to give you an update on the broken ankle. I think thanks to the fact that I was at the right hospital at the right time while the right surgeon was on duty, I've had the best and most successful repair to that bimalleolar fracture, so much so that I've actually been discharged from the physiotherapist, which is really great news. And I'm absolutely delighted to report that I'm more or less 100% back to normal. I do get a little bit swelling if I've been on my feet all day, and I'm slow to get going in the morning, but overall it's an absolutely superb result. Which brings me to the other thing really. While I was laid up having my ankle repaired, etc., I had plenty of time on my hands to watch a lot of content on YouTube and give everybody as much support as I could. I think what I'm finding is, now that I'm on the road to recovery, the more I recover, the more life's getting back to normal for me and the more demands I'm having made on my time. So I do apologise sincerely. I'm really struggling at the moment to watch everything that's being put out there, and I feel really sad that I can't give you the sort of support that I have been able to up to now. But I'm going to endeavour to catch up with as many vlogs as possible. And I just wanted to let you know that, you're all in my thoughts, and I'll get round to looking and commenting on your vlogs as soon as possible. I'll try my best to concentrate on things that you won't have seen before. So I'll begin with the Tumbling Tom Tomatoes, which I've put in these hanging baskets. There's one here, and then just sweeping round. Got another basket there. In front of me are 30 assorted tomatoes that have been outside for almost 2 weeks now, I would think, including that rogue tomato that was amongst all the seedlings. I'll let you have a look at that shortly. So I've grown some marigolds from seed, and then I've planted it up in between each row with some savoury, which I bought from a garden centre. So I don't know if it's like winter savoury, but it can actually go into sausages, so it's a sort of herb but very good as a pesticide. Here's the rogue tomato. I think it thinks it's a sunflower, or is it a sun gold? Anybody help with this one? Celeriac, celery, lettuce, globe artichokes are all hardening off in this makeshift coal frame. So, can you spot the two new structures that we've bought? The idea being we're going to grow cucumbers at one of the arches, and the other arch will have the runner beans. So to the right I've planted out some more broad beans, so that's like the succession sowing. I've got some cobra beans under the trellis, and I'm actually protecting some of the beans from the wet weather at the moment. So the two front rows are the asparagus pea, which was given to me by Mags from my garden and the dinosaurs that live there. And then I've 4 dwarf beans, 5. And then I've got 3 runners in here, but the other runners are still in the greenhouse waiting to be hardened off. At the front of this bed we've got 3 rows of leeks, and then the small bed to the right of the strawberries are more leeks. They're the Tadorna, and I think these are the Musselburgh. And if you have a look at the fence, sweet peas are doing really well, the ones that I've put around the perimeter of the plot. They're all growing on quite well. So the celeriac and celery are going to go into this bed with a lot of other things that are slightly unusual. The bed to the left of the frame now is going to be housing the sweet corn, and like I said on my last vlog, the idea being we'll have that continuance of cover from the roadway of the allotment. And there's the sweet peas, they're doing okay. And the Kelvedon Wonders are there. Our allotment friends gave us 2 lots of osteospermum, so we've put some either side of the gate. Eventually this will all be the fruit bed, but for this season I don't plan on planting any more fruit, so we've actually just put 3 courgette plants. There are 2 green and 1 yellow. The far tunnel we've got kale and the far tunnel we've got kale and cabbage, and this one there's turnips, radish and some beetroot. Johnny's been marking out some beds so that we've got a little bit more structure as to where things will go, so to transfer from like the paper plan is the bargain of the week, is this stone pot. It was donated to the people in the hut and they sold it to us for £2, which has made a perfect home for that little bay. The cheeky Prince squash have certainly won the race for germination, and Richard and Paul, we've got 5, so 5 fired, which is 100%, and we can just see the crown prince sneaking through now. This little plant is a butterbean. One of the allotment people actually sent to Cyprus for it, so I did him a little swap and he gave me this. I think there's actually 2 in that pot. Just gonna have to investigate that a little further. And this is Queen of Spain watermelon, also given to me by another friendly allotment guy. The sweet corn have been really slow to germinate. We've got 4 of a different variety over there that I've grown from seeds given to me by one of our friends. These are the lark seeds, and as you can see, I would say there's less than 50% germination. Let me have a look on this. They were actually planted on the 8th of April, so I'm leaving them be for now. We only wanted 18 plants. At the moment I think there are 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 16 in total. Those are my sunflowers, the various ones that I'm growing for Nick's allotment diary competition 2000. Would you believe it? The double dandy, the ones I said were going to be my favourites, are the only ones that haven't germinated. Not a one. And I've actually sown another 6 seeds about 8 days ago. There's no show from them. The Ms. Mars, I've got 1, 2, 3 that have come through out of 6. I'd be interested to know how Kelly and the other people that are doing that have grown Miss Mars. I know that Alan was growing Magic Roundabout, so I only had 3 germinations there. Actually, there's a seed seems to be sticking up in that box. I don't know if... It's my aim to try and use every available bit of space. So behind this greenhouse here should be quite a warm spot. So I've thrown some tomatoes in with some red onion, and once the weather improves I'm going to put some peppers out here, the ones that can be grown outdoors. And these are my Jerusalem artichokes by courtesy of the lovely Kelly from Kelly's UK Homestead. The water butt's filling up nicely again. The clock's telling me that it's time to go and collect Alice from school, so I better get a wiggle on. Thanks. So thank you so much for joining me on this wet Wednesday afternoon tour of the plot. Catch you again.